Welcome to Bentley Auckland and welcome to New Zealand, the new Flying Spur. I should point out straight away, and you probably noticed, the number plate is British and the steering wheel is on the left. This is what they call a pre-production car. It's here just so we can see and touch what is this awesome new machine. It starts with this is beautiful, the new Flying Bee, the Winged Bee with its crystal look. It is beautiful. But enough about the way this car looks because it is properly handsome. I want to talk about some numbers because the numbers of this car are truly, truly impressive. I want to talk about numbers, but I catch this chrome strip along the top of the bonnet. That is so retro, so cool. Right, numbers. Engine, power has increased up to 467 kilowatts. That's 626 horsepower. And wait for this, torque is up 900 Newton meters. There are other numbers too that we need to talk about. This car is slightly longer, just under an inch, 2.1 centimeters. But the big difference is here. It's slightly wider, but you wouldn't notice. 5.3 meters long, but it's the wheelbase. That's the distance between those wheels and these wheels. It's increased by 13 centimeters, 130 millimeters if you want to get all prim and proper. A few differences that means. One, more space on the inside. We'll check that in a moment. Two, it looks better. The wheels push to the front, especially this end here. It means the driver goes back. But the third one, and the bit I love the most, is it means handling is improved. Now, you add that handling to things like the 48-volt active roll bars. That means when this car's going in a straight line, it can be nice and smooth. You turn the corners, the roll bars activate, and it handles genuinely like a sports car. I've read reviews from the UK where they could drive it, and they've really praised the nimbleness of the way this car handles. As well as the roll bars, there's rear wheel steering. The gearbox too is an 8-speed dual clutch gearbox. And here's the cool thing, 4-wheel drive, but it does have a bias towards the rear. So helping that spirited performance driving. In fact, if it's in sport mode, it says, hey, front wheels, you steer, rear wheels, I'll do the driving. But if you need some help, we will pitch in and sort things out. Well, we're talking about the nuts and bolts and numbers. Here's some other numbers you might like to hear about. Like, not only is this car faster, 331 kilometre an hour top speed, 0 to 100, it has launch control, by the way, 3.8 seconds. And a big four-seater, it is a big car. But here's the coolest thing, it's got cylinder deactivation. So this car is actually 15% more efficient than the last Flying Spur. Faster and more frugal. Go, you good thing. Now, the Spur has always been amazing on the inside. Of course, now they've made it a true driver's car, but here you go. All the things that made the Conti so damn awesome, including this rotating display. I do love the old school one, actually, with the gauges. It's all nice and proper. Yes, I know it's out of gas. I'm not going to drive it. But let's talk about some things. There's all that beautiful hand stitch. This car is hand built. You've got all the beautiful, the organ stops. It's double glazed. And here is something really cool on these doors. This is a world first. This is 3D quilting on the doors. But I suppose the most important thing in the Spur to look at, because you know it's going to be special to sit behind the wheel. It's a Bentley, for goodness sakes. Let's look at the back seats. Every Bentley feels special. This does too. And I tell you what is really important, twin sunroofs too in this one, but extra pillows on the headrest too. I might just stay here, team. But look, some things to point out. There's obviously the swoopy rear roof line, and there might have been worries about headroom. Well, I can tell you, I'm not tiny, and there's plenty of room here. And of course, beautiful comfort. They really know how to get their hides just absolutely dead on. Sums it up, really. Big, beautiful, and bruisingly fast. This is something else that you want to see, the huge amount of luggage space. That's the advantage of it being a sedan, but really just a stunning bit of kit. I love this swooping line. If we come around the front, there's sort of this real uprightness to the front. It's not just a four-door Conti anymore, it's its own car. Bentley, you've done good.